Hello, and welcome to CGL Manufacturing. I'm Mike Ritchie, the President and CEO. Since 1977, CGL has supported customers in the material handling, construction, rail, and forestry industries with machine castings and fabrications. We started our lean journey in 2000 and have seen many improvements in our operations and organization. Lower inventories, greater efficiencies and productivity, and excellent customer service and relationship scores. Our latest breakthroughs have allowed us to get to the Gemba. Our Asaichi process and our focus process have been key initiatives in this area. Our relationship with the Association for Manufacturing Excellence has allowed us to leverage our lean velocity. I hope you enjoy your tour today.
Good morning. We had no new customer issues yesterday. One update on the strip from Raymond, and this is the bad thread issue on the 446. And the team did the root cause analysis, determined that in some of the cases it was not our issue. Okay, there's about 50% of the parts that had a little burr. Okay, so because of that being a supplier issue, we've also done a read across, and we have a strip now here for the supplier. Okay. So that's been sent out to them, and we'll get their corrective action for their 50%. And for the production side here, we're asking that they only deal with the spatter issue internally, okay? Weak points in aging board, shipping?
No aging and shipping as far as weak point analysis go on delivery. The month of May, we had a good improvement as far as delivery goes. Tiger Cat improved as the month went on, and it's looking pretty good as far as beginning of June. We have to concentrate a bit on Raymond, make sure getting close to our shutdown that we don't short them on anything, as well as other customers, obviously. Okay, I'll pass it on to production.
Good morning. I'm reporting out the aging for the machine shop. On here I got two outstanding strip. One's on the 1060226, and that also there's a read across on the 1144154. The issue on this one was we're using the one insert with the 30 thou radius. With the 15 thou radius on that one, the insert keep breaking on it. So what we did on it, we changed to a different radius insert on it to improve tool life. So currently right now, we're able to get more output out on the new insert. But in order to close the strip out, we have bought new tooling on this one for the rut bore, and that's scheduled to implement starting tomorrow. And Tan Long, the engineer, is going to work with our operator on the new tooling. That's to close out that one strip. On the second strip here on the F394616, the issue here is on the tube. The welding wasn't squared to the plate. On welding, they didn't have a method of checking the squareness. So what we did on this to create a gauge for the welder to check the squareness. We had the material came in on Monday. And right now it's currently in process right now, making the gauge up, and the gauge is scheduled to be done by Friday. That's pretty much all I have for the aging board. As for the weak point from last week for cell 2, we had a spike in here on the regular carriage. You can see right here. This one's to do with the 0.688 diameter. We had some issue on this one. What we did to correct the issue on here is we're currently using new tooling right now. We changed to new solid carbide cutter, so that seems to be working right now. But because you see that spike here is with all the rework that we had accumulated, that we had to scrap out, and that's why we had to chart that on here. That's the reason why you see the spike on here. Moving over to the regular carriage, you see the spike here from last week. We had a new operator that's getting trained on it, and the part was caught by a second operator who reviewed the parts after, and that's why you see this spike on here. And there was a couple of smaller issues on here. That's because we have currently just changed over to a new supplier, and we had some issue with the thread fallout on this, and that's why you're seeing that on there. And right now we're working with our supplier to correct the issue with the thread, and so moving forward we should see very little issue to report out. That's pretty much all I have. Too equipped to start.
Good morning. I don't have any updates this morning.
Good morning. Quality has no issues. Dave?
Okay, several updates. 50819 was a reject that we got from our customer, a fit-up issue. Turns out it was a supplier problem with our vendor. Actually, two issues. We found all 6 parts. One was a programming issue, and the remainder were a setup problem. So we've requested our vendor's inspection test plan with those critical features to be added to it. 4213, we did receive this one piece that had a fit-up issue from our customer. We verified it. The bolt hole pattern was in position. We sent it back to the customer. He's going to review it again, and he's going to see if he has to do a drawing change to address this. In the meantime, we have switched out our drill to be on the higher end of the tolerance to give us a little more bonus true position tolerance. The only item left to close this one out is we have to modify our machining fixture to avoid contact with those critical areas.
Good morning. Just a few updates on each of these strips. The first one being from Brandon with the wrong stamped on the part. It was a customer rejection. Brandon's gotten back to us, and the root cause was the actual part was put incorrectly in their MRP system. They've actually fixed that error, and they're going to be doing a read across on all the other spacers. As for this strip for Accutech, the 828-009-656, Joe is here looking at the parts. He will advise on root cause. As for the Mignard strip, Chris is very aware of what's going on with the threads, and I will be reviewing with him at a later date to get all the rest of the information as to what's going on their end.
There are no new customer issues, customer service issues.
Good morning. There are no new work order issues.
There's nothing to report out in shipping.
No new issues on the paint line. An update on my strip here. Started training yesterday on the new standard work instruction. I have to continue that today. I have to do afternoons today, and then should be able to close that tomorrow.
Good morning. I have rejection from Volvo support, but what upon the rejection we don't see it. So I need more information or what are we doing. Okay. So what they show up is not well flushed, but we check 100% everything is good, and on the center and put the board and go in good. So I need more information for that. And rejection from that part 614 and 306 700. Both part is matching my part, and we never checked flatlet before. So, or you only check for flat on the top, but on the main part we never checked that before. So we got the rejection, and we worked that we got lead go meet a gauge. And we check that, and after welding, you put it in, and both parts together go good. And also, we need one set for paint line. Now, after we welding up and send out the paint line, after paint, we're going to check that before we send to customer. So I require one set for fab shop and one set for paint line. Now that's all that we put up.
Good morning. I got only one issue to report, one B issue to report out. That's on the 1060226. This to do with rough casting surfaces. The issue on this one was coming from our supplier. So right now we got the QA. This morning I got the QA department to work with the operator. We're sorting through the parts with the template to check the surface roughness on the casting. So we're going to go through all 3 shifts, make sure all our operators know how to use the template to check to the acceptable rough surfaces. And that's to moving forward on that one. And I only got one issue I only got one update to report out for the one strip here. It's on the 104-8446. The issue on this one we had is the tight thread. It was caused by some spatter that was inside the M12 bolts. What we're doing currently on the interim corrective action is we have some bolts that we put inside to plug up the M12 when we're welding it. But moving forward, we're getting a gauge, a template made up that's going to cover the whole area out, so that when we're welding, there's no weld that's going to be going inside any of those bolt holes. So that schedule will be done by Thursday. And that's all the update I have for as far as strip wise.
Thank you. Just the one item, if everybody could check their data for the previous month and make sure it's properly recorded up top for the yearly results. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a good day.